Jason and Mr. Two Extra. Yes,
How you doing? How you
indeed.
doing?
Representing the East Coast strong. How you doing, good brother?
I'm all right. I'm all right, man. I'm just trying to get some things right for me because I got to work tonight.
That's what's up.
So
How
yeah,
long
I
we
can't
got you
be
for? A few minutes.
for a few minutes, to maybe 8:15. I
Now,
can't,
what's the tip? We only got to go that long. Oh, 8:15. You on East Coast time. Yeah, we'll be done by then anyway. That's about 15, 20 minutes. We'll be done by then
yeah.
because we got to get
Yeah,
dinner
you better
started.
be done in 15 minutes. Anybody got time for that? I got to use the bathroom.
Ain't gonna better do anything. You gonna get better get elbow in the head telling me what to do on my show, player. You
See,
heard me. But
see,
with the floor,
now he acting like Izzy High.
no, I ain't
Yeah,
because I ain't
I
high.
just want to
Now he want
I
to
just
control
want
the show.
Let him go ahead
to
and go, Coach Jason, because he don't got
I,
long. Go ahead, Mister Two Extra.
Okay.
I just want to say that I agree with you that even when you start talking about relationships and stuff, that you whatever you're looking for in a mate or a partner or a female, that you two have to be it. If you don't want her to cheat, then guess what? You can't cheat. If you want her to show love, then what? You got to show love. You got to deposit that into her so you can get it back to you. Um, so yeah, I totally agree with you. When it comes to that, and I also feel that women they carry grudges longer than men. A man will see another man and we might, fight it out, and then after we fight it out, we cool for the
Right.
most part, or we agree
Absolutely.
to, or we agree not to be cool and we just be cordial with each other. But a female, they can fight it out, and when they see each other, they gonna argue, they gonna fuss. It's gonna still, they're gonna still carry on for what I know, for what I have seen. They're gonna still
Absolutely.
carry on, whether for whatever reason
Yeah.
is. We like the way she walked. Well, she might like the way she walked too, but she's not gonna say it. And I'm not talking about not in a sexual way. I'm talking about the female might like the way she moves, but not in a sexual way, like she want to be with her. But she's not gonna say she like the walk because her walk is better than her walk. You know what I'm saying? And it turned heads. It made other guys look at her walk. So now she wants to try to walk even
Yeah.
like her or walk in better than her. Now she
Mhm.
comes off looking clumsy, crazy, and then she's feeling insecure about herself because she's not being herself. She's
Mhm.
trying to be somebody else. I
Absolutely.
mean, so I mean
Absolutely.
that's some of the things that I have seen happen. I have seen women who almost fight for guys. We guys see a woman that we want, and we try to see whose penis is the longest, or we have a pissing contest and
Yeah.
whatnot to see if we can get the woman. Females, they be doing somewhat the same thing. They be going for sexual gestures, like licking their tongues, and twirling their hair back. They be doing subtle stuff like that to try to get the man's attention. Start
Hmm.
start talking all sexy, or I would do this type thing, or I can do it better than she do, or I'm going to do it two times what she do. They start
Absolutely.
competing with each other when it
Hmm.
comes to a man that they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
I,
mean,
now I now I gotta ask you this, Mister Two.
yeah.
What you mean about these? You got to deposit it in a woman like that? Come on, like what do the way you phrase that is interesting to me. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I
I
knew
think
that
he
was trying to get
explained it.
you. Yeah, I mean, you got to deposit. You got to
You got
give
to
her.
give that to her,
Yeah, you
I
got to
got
give
you.
that to her. You got to
and you
show her
get
that,
it back.
and then
Yeah.
get it
I
back.
got
It's a boomerang. It's a boomerang effect when it comes to something like that. You gotta give it to her, and then it boomerang right back to you.
you.
Yeah, because when you
Whatever you
first
did to her.
explained it, I got where you was coming from. Because when I read it, I was looking like, why he put the pot? Because I already knew everybody they minds is in the gutter. They gonna take that term and they gonna run to the ground with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
No,
when
I
you
wasn't talking
explained
in
it, I
terms.
got it.
Yeah, I mean, and here's another thing that I heard from a pastor said that there's two people in everyone, in a woman and a man. There's two people. There's the king, and then there's the fool. You can dress either one. A woman can dress the fool, or she can dress the king, depending on her tone and depending on her action. Who's answer?
Absolutely.
That's something. That's something else. You should always think about when you're trying to build relationships or you're trying to build something that your man, your woman has two sides to it. And the way that you talk to her, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, is going to determine which one come out.
Now,
You
what's your
always,
view? I'm sorry. What's your views on? Oh well, people have this philosophy that, especially now. it's harder to marry a woman of this generation because she's been taught so long independence and that she don't need another man, specifically on the black women. But what's your take on that? Do you think it's hard? It'll be harder now to marry one of these girls or one of the women now.
I wouldn't say it'd be hard to marry a woman because you can marry a woman today, but I say that the relationship would be a little harder because I said before in somebody's broadcast that today's women want to wear the dress and the pants, and they've been doing it
Yeah,
so long with kids, having kids without the father around, or the father's around and he's not being manly, but he's there, he's just a figurehead, to say that he's there. He's not moving like a father. He's not moving like a man even. He won't work. He playing video, no offense. He playing video games all
sure.
day long. He's
Yeah,
not cleaning up. He's not cooking. He's not contributing nothing
it's
to the
shiftless.
relationship.
Hmm. Right.
She's doing everything. So she feel like if I'm doing everything, I might as well put the pants on and the dress. And
Right.
then
But
to a point,
mhm.
do you blame her? Do you blame her? If
No,
the
I
man is
don't.
not doing anything, do you
But
blame her for taking
I
away?
don't think these women now. I think that might be back then. I don't think no woman now gonna let a guy sit around and not do nothing and
No,
all
no,
that.
no, no,
I don't think
no,
that'll
no,
be
no,
able to happen with today's women. You know what I mean?
no, no.
I think that's
No,
a
but
little
then
bit.
you
Yeah.
got these boss chicks now. You got these boss chicks now that I ran across who they got everything, and all they want is a man and she want a man to be a man. She wants a man to take charge, not necessarily make the money, because she gonna make the bulk of the money. As long as he makes some money, but she's gonna make the bulk of the money. And here's the thing that men got to realize: unless you have an understanding with your woman, whoever bring home the bacon is in charge.
Absolutely.
Unless
I
you got
agree.
understanding, with your woman, and you're going biblical, whoever brings home the most money is the person that's in charge. You
Mhm.
can say all day long, you can say, yeah, I'm the man, I'm this, I'm that. But if you're not bringing home, and she bringing home $100, and you bringing home 40,
She's in
she's
charge.
gonna run. She's in charge, whether you want her to be or not. What she says gonna eventually goes.
And you know what me, Mr. Two Extra, I don't understand? I don't understand because I don't subscribe to contemporary roles. I know I'm a man, but at the
Yeah,
same time, I could stay at home and I don't mind if a woman work because I'm very adversarial with authority and I work more comfortable from home. So I don't mind if a woman want to go out and get a job, that don't bother me. I do all the house stuff and work from home. It don't bother. I do that now. You know what I mean? Like that don't
mhm,
bother me because I don't fit in the mold of a corporate structured job. I'm not wired like that. I've tried it for years and it took me a while to come to terms that I had to find make other avenues for myself. Now I still have income. Obviously, I'm not nobody's gonna sit around and not have income, but it's like I don't subscribe. I don't know why we gotta have the traditional roles. I know some people are comfortable, like you say, it could be biblical or it could be that's just the way they were raised. But I'm the type of
yeah,
person. Let's at the end of the day, let's play teamwork. If I'm at home and I'm the home care person, you can. I mean, you can have an outside job as long as we playing. You know what I mean? We working on the same team. It don't matter to me. And like I'm still gonna be a man no matter what. Don't think because I'm at home and doing
no,
domestic stuff, I'm not no man. I still like sex. I still like good food. I'm gonna protect you. Somebody come in the house, I got pistols. Like
yeah,
I'm still don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? But go ahead. I'm sorry. What you about to say?
I was just saying that Desiree is she's correct. There's a lot of boys out there that want to play house and they don't want to be real men. Then you find out that you're a knifey. You're not a wife. You did a knifey. You're just for the night. They just want you for the night. It just turned
Yeah.
into a long night. Say a year worth of nights. Or 6 years worth of nights. But that's where your place is in their mind, and that's where their role is. They will probably never marry you. Not trying to be funny. Probably never marry you. You'll probably do something self-sabotage it, and it would never happen. And that's sad. That's sad.
Absolutely.
you know. And then there's women. Speaking of self-sabotage, there are women who self-sabotage more than men do. I'm finding that out. They look for things that you shouldn't be looking for. What I'm saying? If you got a magnifying glass, you're gonna find dirt on anything. But why are you looking so hard to find dirt? Why do you think this man or this woman is too perfect or too unbelievable for you to have, or you don't
Right.
deserve this person? Why you feel that way? Why you feel like you can't have a good man or a good woman just because you had seven bad men or seven bad women? Why you feel like the eighth one can't be the good one?
Right.
or he's showing you the good. Why it can't be true? Maybe you had to go through like a deck of cards. You had to go through all the deck of cards until you got to Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Why can that
Absolutely.
be? Why can that be true? You know,
I
but
absolutely, I 100% agree with you, and I think a lot of that something that we need to. And this is a great endpoint we can end with too. Here is, and I love to elaborate this in full form in a later video, but a lot of toxic mothers and aunties and womanly figures are raising this next generation of girls based off their baggage. They instilling that in their head and putting that paranoia that you can't trust a man and all because based off that experience. I'm a believer. If you haven't been married for a long time, you can't give people relationship tips because you ain't married. Especially if you're not happily married, it's not your place to tell somebody else about a relationship. You got to be happily married first because you're creating a bunch of toxic marriages based off your unfortunate experiences. That's how I look at it. Jason, eyes look like you want to say something. Go ahead, Jason.
Huh?
Your eyes look like you want to say something. Huh? You can
I
hunt.
ain't got nothing to say on that, Tim.
Okay, so like we need to cultivate more healthy marriages with in counsel. Like we got to do old school. You remember I used to go through the elders and y'all discuss and make sure y'all that's the right person you married to. Now people be married to people based off, oh, I liked his muscles, he was flexing and he had that nice red car and okay, but when the minute something go wrong, y'all have a further disagreement. Now the marriage over with, And this is a place of contention. I told Jason this before that I have with a lot of the religious sites, specifically the Christians. They believe that in order for you to live with a person, you got to be married to them. I completely disagree with that because you don't know a true person until you live with them first. What's the point of y'all getting married soon as y'all move in? Then if something go wrong, now you ended the marriage because you didn't see his true self. You have to see your partner under stress. You got to see how they react to certain situations. You have to live with a person first before you marry them. And I know the church they call that shacking up and all that, but I don't agree with that. Go ahead. Yeah.
I just want to say that there are some women that will push your buttons on purpose. They want to see you. They want to see you in every element, and if it's not getting there quick enough, they'll do something to make it happen. Just to see if you're going to hit them or you're going to smack them, or just to see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
It's a test. It's a test that they do for you. It's a test in their mind that they have and they create for you to go through.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's an unfair test because we get emotional about certain things and we get real emotional about certain things. Even though we won't touch the woman, but we can get real emotional and real aggressive about certain things that they do, and they just smile and think it's funny. Like trying to make you jealous type thing. Now, I tell you this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been jealous before. And the reason why I've been jealous before, because I look at that guy and I see that guy seem to be with the other women, what I'm saying, the way he handles other women. I'm like, man, I don't have other women like that. He's a little younger than me. He's a little taller than me. Yeah, I work out, but this dude work out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the man gets very insecure. And then when you have an insecure man, then you got trouble.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because if you're trying to build a relationship and this man is insecure because of something that you did, so you're not building him up, you're tearing him down. So now what you have is you have a weak man or a depressed man who don't act upon his role or don't know his role now. Now his role is starting to get stagnated. Now he's starting to become, for the words I don't want to say, he's starting to become more feminine.
Sure.
Because now he don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't want to do anything manly because you hurt and you bruised his ego. And then there was nothing to build him up. So now he got to do something to build his ego up or he going to stay that way. So we got KK in there. They be at the gym all the time. KK and them is trying to always flirting with him. KK and them know that he's married, know that he's in a relationship. But KK and them, they don't care. KK and them is trying to destroy, or KK and them is trying to get them something.
Absolutely.
They boost this man's ego up to the point that he said, you know what? I'm gonna go and give to KK. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that. Simply because she makes me feel better than my woman that I'm in a relationship with.
Absolutely.
She builds me up more. She say more than me. She understands me.
Yeah. Those are excellent points that you just made. And a lot of that is true. Like that happens, and it's a weird cycle that we live in because our black, specifically in minorities, the disproportionate amount of men because of outside or factors like over incarceration of black men, premature deaths. It's way more women on the planet in general than it is men. Like they 51%, we like 49 or something. So it's more of them anyway. And then you take the 13% of black people in this country. How many of them you think women of that 13%? I would imagine at least 8% of them are women. You know what I mean? It has to be a good 8% that are walking around that are women. If our numbers haven't dropped down since then, because I'm not sure if our birth rate is keeping up with our death rate, but that's very interesting. And I think that unfortunately, the system that we must obviously reform has made it such where you have all these families competing against each other for structure. You know what I mean? If it's only so many what people say good men walking around, because I'm not gonna sit here and say that a lot of black men are shiftless, because they are as a result of their environment. The problem is getting them out of that funk. You got to get them out of that funk, because a lot of the times the only asset of what they really bring to the table is they can impregnate a woman. But what can you do after that? Every man walking around can impregnate a woman unless he's, he got something going on down there or something. But we all have the ability. What else are you bringing to the table? A woman want to feel secure, safe, protected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She wants you to give her attention. She wants you to give her attention. She wants you to listen to her. She wants you to tell her more than just one time a day that you love her. Now, let me just say this. Speaking for men, Now, us men, we'll get tired, and I'm a little, I have to say I'm like this too sometimes. I done told you one time today. Why I gotta tell you in the same day another time? Look, baby, I love you. Why I gotta say it so many times when you already know it, and I already said it for the day? It look like I should be able to say it at least one time, but females are nothing like that. Females need to hear it every chance you get. They need the insurance that their man loves them and only them.
Yeah.
And when you give them that, when you give that queen that and that attention, and you listen to her, and then you're out there trying to help her with her chores. We don't like to separate jobs, but there's some jobs that women supposed to do around the house, but you don't want to separate. If you help her do those jobs, here's my mentality is if you help her do those jobs, if I want some cookies later on that night, it should be no problems for me to get any cookies.
Absolutely. Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I do respect a woman when she says she tired and she don't want to do anything. I do respect
absolutely.
that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I respect that, but I tell any female or any lady of mine, I tell them this. I do respect that. We can just sit here and cuddle, but in the process of me cuddling, I cannot guarantee that things won't rise.
Right.
I can't guarantee that.
That's a good point, man.
I can't guarantee that won't happen. And if you don't mind, if you're tired and you don't mind the bulging, the poking feeling, then we're good.
Yes,
but what I have come to realize that even when a woman says that, if you give her a few minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe in an hour, after the bulge get there, and she start feeling the pressure, it's like the old saying, your porridge and got that porridge hot. Now she becomes the aggressor. Now you're relaxing because she told you she wanted to move, so you're relaxing, you're chilling. Now things starting to happen, and of course you want to go ahead, but just
Yeah, I didn't expect that to take that turn, but that's pretty hilarious that you said that's like in closing, because I know we all gotta go for different reasons. Protect your woman, uplift your woman, support your woman. Make sure you're always reassuring, and then once you do that, once you have your relationship structured, then you can move on and be a mentor to other people. And it's all about community. That's what it's about. Heal each other, come together, let's be better, and let's show the people that want to divide us that we could do better. I want to thank, we got Mr. 2 Extra up in here.
One more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. Here's the thing that I I realize that when we have kids and they're young kids, they don't really like to see their parents hug and kiss and stuff when they're younger. But they
Mhm,
need to see that. They need to see what true love is. They need to
mhm.
see you interacting with their mothers and their fathers. The kids need to see that, because that shows them real love. That's showing what
Yep,
love's supposed to be.
yep.
If they don't, excuse me, they don't never see their kid, if their kids never see mama and daddy showing any type of love and affection, that's how they think love is.
Right.
That is bland. We don't show no. We say we love each other, but we don't do anything. So we don't
Absolutely.
show any emotions, no any feelings
And that,
whatsoever.
and that's also very important to maintaining a healthy balance with life. You know what I mean? Sex is important. Intimate touch is important. You know what I mean? Words of affirmation are
Affirmation.
important. Absolutely. They're absolutely important. But I'm gonna let you go ahead, good brother. We're gonna have to do this again. You said you off this weekend, so we're gonna have
Yes,
to
I'm
open
off.
it up Sunday, especially. I like to do Sunday nights because that's when everybody's available. So we'll do another one Sunday. Tomorrow, I have something. We may get on and do something random. I don't have nothing planned for tomorrow. Saturday we got
Um,
UFC, so Sunday we'll come back and do another one of these here. Go
I
ahead.
got an interesting topic that I want to talk about.
I can come
Actually,
to
one
your
day.
channel and do it with you if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I got an interesting topic that I don't know how
Sure.
it's gonna play over, but
Sure.
it'd be interesting to see what people say.
Do you know what what's the, do you want to save it or you want to say on here, give us a little nugget of what you want it to be, or
No, no, I don't want to say because I didn't say
like gonna
too
take
much on here, and yeah,
send it to me in the group chat and we can formulate if you want to do it on my show, yours, what day of the week you want to do it on. Do you have a day of the week in mind so I can just get
well,
prepared and come up with some notes myself?
well, I was thinking about doing it, maybe Friday night. See, I don't
Sure.
sleep on my days off. I don't really sleep like talking about it. So if I go to sleep at 6, well, if I go to sleep at 3 after I lift weights, tomorrow if I go to sleep at 3, I'll probably sleep at 6 or 8. And once I get up at 6 or 8 p.m., that is, I'll
Yeah.
be up until 6 in the morning probably.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You
All right.
can function off a
So
little bit of hours of sleep, I see. You're a
yeah,
workhorse.
yeah.
That's the Capricorn thing, by the way. I already know that's the Capricorn thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I
oh
love
yeah. So
Caps. I get along with Cap. My big brother's a Capricorn. I love Capricorn. So
so
yeah, we're gonna definitely do that. Chop it up with me about that in the box. If you want to do that tomorrow, I'll hop on with you, and because I'll be back home around that time anyway. 7, 8 at night. I'm usually out doing the afternoon on Fridays, but evening time I'm back in the house. So yeah.
okay.
All right, thank
Uh,
you. Having them in the house. I am Cap too. Oh, you're Capricorn. I got
oh
that in there.
really?
It's a water
That's
sign,
what's
Elder.
up.
I thought you were like a
That's right. That's
Cancer or
good. Good.
something. You had a watery vibe, so I thought you was more of a Cap. But Cap kind of make a little bit of sense too. Yeah, that's cool. January or December? December or January?
Oh, I'm
December.
December.
Okay, my
December
brother.
23rd.
Okay, early, right before Christmas. My brother's on 31st. December 31st. My birthday next month, July 1st. But
Okay, my son's July the 6th.
oh well, we get along good. I know those people. Hers is 17th. Okay, I know somebody with that birthday too. Yep. Okay, cool. We're gonna chop it up again, good people. Thank everybody for being here today. It was a good topic, just as was it yesterday. Me and 2 Extra, we're gonna collaborate on getting these new show going on here together. We're gonna chop it up because this is necessary. On my show, we'll do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm not against hopping on somebody else. I know Ted and Tony do something, and the other brothers, the Smoke Show, they do stuff. So we're gonna keep this community and keep it together and show that brothers can get along and make sure we purge out all this hate. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you.
So
I'm
yeah.
glad you appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, man. We're gonna catch you next time. Yes,
Big
indeed.
true to you. Remember, it's okay to be extra.
Yeah,
I'll see
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Helga. And make sure if y'all want more premium content, y'all subscribe to the crew. We got another show coming tonight, 9:30. We're gonna just get on here, have a little good time. We're gonna call it Thirsty Thursday. Talk a little schmizzack, poke each other a little bit, have a good time to wind down for the week. I'm gonna let the old Lug here get it together and get his food, get the dinner ready. Negro, if you don't have a gimmick going on later, you gonna hit somebody on the background. You gonna hit me slap you upside your head, brother, or whatever. You better not have a homie over there. He'll get tuned up too. You know what I'm talking about. All right, it's always
I invited Izzy here personally.
okay, is he gonna be dead or not? That's what the question is gonna be. No, I'm joking or whatever. As we always say, did I? And I'll see you on the next one in a few hours, brother.
Did I?
All right. Peace, love, and soul.